that next week. But the big story in the Bay is Andrew Wiggins is back. We got the alert yesterday. I was actually listening to Steiny Guru, waiting for them to break the news.
Oh, Steiny was happy, huh?
Oh, yeah, he was very happy. Andrew Wiggins is back. He's going to start tonight against Milwaukee after a 4-game absence. Wiggins did speak yesterday, and he said it's always good being back with the team.
It's always good being back with the team, being around basketball. So I love here, support. So always good being back.
How's it going to handle the personal stuff?
Just taking care of, what I have to take care of, being present for what I have to be present for. And when I think it's, it's the appropriate time to, come back, that's what I felt like. So now I'm back here with the team and, ready to get to it. Yeah, not exactly. But, I just, take it day by day.
Take it day by day, Shasky.
I'm looking at Andrew Wiggins as a whole, and I think when you bring his name up, certain people they get triggered. Let's just call it what it is. Whatever it is, lack of energy, effort, dedication. These are things people question. I don't know if it's fair, but I will say this. They've got 22 games left. And we could talk about all the things that happened before the last couple of months. Hey, Wiggins is career low in points and attempts. His minutes are down. Like, all the numbers are telling you they're down. Free throws are up, but all the other numbers are like way, way down in terms of career lows. None of that matters in the final 22 games of the year. And I think he could salvage the season, not just individually for himself, but for the entire team, if we get a spirited, ready to rock, playing elite defense like we know he can, rebounding like we know he can, attacking like we know he can, Andrew Wiggins for 22 games. That's all we need. Yep. It could salvage the whole season, not just for him, but for the team.
I'm glad you said that, because the first 3 months does not matter at this point. What's happened has happened. What has happened has happened. The injuries, the suspensions, Andrew Wiggins, it does not matter whatsoever with 22 games left. The Warriors are playing their best brand of basketball right now. And you know who else is playing their best brand of basketball? Is Andrew Wiggins. And yeah, we could look at the first 2. I've said it on the post-game show on television. We didn't know where this guy was the first 3 months. But over the last 16 games, it's like acquiring a player in a trade. You got a brand new player right now. And before he stepped away to handle his personal reasons, and they are personal, we're going to keep them personal. We're going to, hey, he's back. You embrace him, you support him on whatever's going on with his life. His last 16 games, Andrew Wiggins is averaging 15 points per game. Now, bake that in. Some people must say, just 15? He could score 19 to 20. But you have the ascension of Jonathan Kuminga, all right? You have the ascension of Brandon Podziemski. They're going to take shots away from you. Clay's now coming off the bench. You have Chris Paul. You got a lot of mouths to feed here offensively for the Golden State Warriors. So I'll take the 15. You know why I'll take the 15, Chasky? Because over those last 16 games, he's shooting 54% from the floor and 46.5% from the three-point line. So that tells me the efficiency numbers are up. They're up. 46% from three in his last 16 games, all right? And it's not like he's taking a ton of threes. And then you look at the free throw percentage, you mentioned they're up 81.5% from the free throw line. But the defense was back, Shasky, over the last 16 games. Being an aggressive defender at the point of attack. Now you get Kuminga and Wiggins, who figured it out together alongside Draymond Green. That defense, look, they were number 1 and number 2 in a lot of categories in the month of February. That was with the help of Andrew Wiggins. He has played some really good basketball. So let's not get it twisted here. Look, the first couple months, we didn't know who that guy was. That was a guy that we all thought, man, he may get traded. Boy, that contract doesn't look good right now. Well, you know what? The last 16, as the Warriors have rose and started to play their best basketball, Andrew Wiggins has been along for the ride, playing its best basketball, and I have seen it inspired Andrew Wiggins over those last 16 games. I've seen a guy who said, you know what? I got this guy. Let's play some defense here, and let's go. So I don't care what happened the first 3 months. I'm with you. It's about these next 22 games, and what have you done for me lately? And what Wiggins has done for the Warriors lately, before he stepped away, is he is balled out at a very high level. I don't give a damn what anybody says. I know what my eyes are watching here, and I'm seeing a very inspired Andrew Wiggins.
Don't you think the spacing on the floor with him is just better? And absolutely. I think guys like Kuminga, I think Draymond benefits a lot from having it. We talk so much about Steph benefits from having this guy or that guy on the floor. Draymond's such a willing passer. When you have another slasher and you have another guy who can spot up shoot at times, I think that opens the floor up for Draymond Green as a facilitator, and I think that really helps him, as well as I think a byproduct of that is Jonathan Kuminga. I think you're going to see an even more efficient Jonathan Kuminga with Andrew Wiggins out there.
No doubt. Now, a lot of people are going to say, what happens with Moses Moody? What happens with Moses Moody? Well, I think he's earned some minutes. I think Moses Moody is maybe catapulted Lester Quinones in that rotation. Okay. And look, man, it's going to be a feel thing from here on out. I don't know what the closing lineup's going to look like every single game. I don't know what the rotation is going to look like every single game. But I think Moody did enough on that road trip to prove that, you know what? I need to be one of the 10. He may not start. He might not see 25 minutes, but I definitely think he's earned some minutes here going down the stretch because he could spell some of these guys in Wiggins and Kuminga and be a spot-up shooter. Now I'll be intrigued to see Clay, CP3, and Moody with that second unit alongside maybe a TJD, a Sharge, a GP2 or whatever. But Moody has thrown his name into the hat as a guy who needs to play.
I think this is a really difficult stretch here for Steve Kerr because you're going to have so many different combinations and so many guys that are willing to contribute and want to contribute and have earned opportunities to contribute. Making sure you balance it out on a night-to-night and play the matchups, I think he's gonna be criticized a lot over the 22 games. I think it's a lot easier to criticize than it is to actually nail the combinations.
Right.
So I'm saying to Warrior fans, like, take a deep breath, allow Steve Kerr some grace here because I think it is difficult. You just how many guys right now, just realistically, have earned what you believe opportunities in a rotation on any given night? GP2, CP3. Clay Thompson, Moody, Saric, like go right down the list.
Well, Saric may be out of the rotation now with his struggles, and he may have to earn some. But now he's going to play. He's played very well with Chris Paul, but the numbers for him, and I'll pull those up in a second, they have not been pretty for Sarge shooting-wise, but he's going to be needed at some point, no doubt.
But that's a lot of guys. Right. And I think it's really difficult to balance everything while trying to win, while trying to get the most out of Steph and Podziemski and Kuminga and Wiggins and Draymond. Again, all I'm saying is I think he has a very difficult balancing act ahead of himself, and I'm interested to see what it looks like.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what it looks like. And it starts tonight against the Milwaukee Bucks. I'm now fired up, man. The NBA has been on fire. You could start to feel like the playoffs are coming around. They're starting to come around here with the way these guys are playing. They understand. Phoenix understood last night. We need this game. We need to stay out that 7-8. We need to stay out the 8-9. Well, the Warriors have a great chance to still catapult into the top 6, but they have to handle their own business. And I don't care who's playing on the other side, whether it's Giannis, Dame, it does not matter. It's about what the Warriors are doing and how they play moving forward here. So Andrew Wiggins is back. We're going to discuss all about it. 888-957-9570 is the phone number. Let's get into it, man. Andrew Wiggins back with the Golden State Warriors.